Welcome to Cooper Show. I'm your life coach. Today, we are going to talk about relationship, about women and men. Men are going to talk about what they are waiting for women to decide to get married with, and what men don't like in a woman. And he's going to tell us because I have someone who asked me a question that they wanted the men to speak up, and thank God bring me someone to explain and tell women what they should do and what men don't like in a woman.
Thank you very much for having me. Again, this is a new space for me, so I'll try my best.
Yeah, no problem.
so, I think generally, I think my observation across all demographics, I think when a man is looking, to get into a relationship with a woman, or I think they're first of all they're looking at somebody who's serious about themselves. Because once you're serious about yourself, there are a lot of things that you're going to take care of. You probably once you're serious about yourself, you're serious about your career. How do you relate to other people, your family members, and maybe just generally other people that might give an indication of how you might be able to relate to not just that man, but maybe whoever they are related to as well. And I think a man is also looking at somebody who is very respectful, a lady that is very respectful. Because if once there's respect in the relationship, communication will be great as well, between a man and a woman. So I think respect a man is always looking for respect, but of course they have to earn it.
Okay.
You can't just be somebody who's all over the place and just say, oh, respect me, respect you. Also, as a man, you have to earn that respect from the lady, and you have to do what it takes to, for that to happen. So once that comes into play, and you're both able to fulfill your roles as a man and your role as a woman, and of course, other key thing, once there's communication, that for me is very, very key. You know, because if there's no communication, everything breaks down. Because then both of you start running into assumptions of what is he doing, what is she doing. So having that open communication is very, very important. Like, I know we live in this day of cell phones, and a lot of people who are in relationship, whether they're married or they're just boyfriend and girlfriend, a lot of them rarely will go through the partner's phone just because of that trust. But the things that are happening in these cell phones these days is disturbing.
Yeah.
And that's not just for women, for men as
The
well.
men as well.
Right? So I think, once that aspect of it is taken care of, I think you should be good. Like, for me, I have two phones. I would, like, when I go to shower, I take like 1 hour showers. I throw my phones. My wife can go through. She can have fun for 1 hour if she wants to, because I don't have nothing to hide. So I think being very open
Always.
about your phone, that is very, very important. But if you always have your phone in your pocket, and then somebody starts thinking, well, they're up to something, then eventually the respect starts disappearing. Eventually, it's like a chain that just goes down a rabbit hole.
I make a video about the same thing, and I have a lot of view about the sign when men hiding phones. Two phone. I think I have that video yesterday, and I was saying, when you see a man taking his phone in a bathroom, in a pillow, in a kitchen, and then deleting messages, you're gonna be suspicious.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand. You cannot be with someone and then hiding your phone, texting. You're gonna make the other person to be jealous and started suspicious that maybe he's
Absolutely.
hiding something. Why are you not leaving your phone all over the place if you are not hiding something?
Yep.
That's why we have so many divorce in this country,
Yep.
because there is no trust on phone.
Yep.
As a man, that is a good thing to say, that we don't need to hide phone. Why you don't want your wife to go through your phone if you are not hiding something?
Yeah, anybody who's, I mean, some people give an excuse, oh, some of maybe the jokes me and my friends will say that they might not be appropriate. No. So if I'm joking with any of my guy friends, right, I should be comfortable enough that if my wife says it should be okay, and also if the same thing with my wife, if whatever I mean, sometimes you have girl talk, but if me as a husband sees that I should be okay, then that's fine within the relationship. But the moment you start hiding, because what if you can hide on that, you can hide on anything.
That's true.
It starts with something small, and then okay, now it will be finances, now it will be a relationship, and before you realize it, you have this thing that you can't even, like you said, you can't even leave your phone here while you go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and that's another big problem.
And they put the phone in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Why? If you're, it's not suspicious.
Yeah. So coming back to your main question, I think putting yourself together, being humble, being somebody who's very open with communication, and just being an open book, right? Like you have nothing to hide, and I think a lot of guys are looking for that. I don't. You don't want to get into drama, right? And I think it also goes for the ladies. I mean, they don't want a guy that's full of drama. They're here, they're there. No, I mean, drama is expensive. I heard somebody say that on Facebook. Yeah, they said drama is
It's
expensive. So let's keep it cheap.
And how about in what age will women have to be married, getting married, serious, finding somebody serious? There's an age for that? To find somebody after so many disappointment. How do you want a woman to trust again?
I don't think it's easy to trust when you're coming from a space where your heart has been broken. A lot of people will see in the new person from their past, right? But I think it goes where you as an individual, you really have to work hard to make sure that you erase. I know it's not easy. And the hypnosis, I don't know whether that hypnosis works, but it's not easy where you just jump into something where, and then somebody starts being shady all of a sudden. And this is where it becomes important, like the person you're trying to get into, if they're an open book, that helps a lot. Like, I have nothing to hide here. My phone is this, here's that. Like, it will give comfort to this individual who's hurt, whether it was a man or a woman. It gives them comfort. Okay, this person might be a little bit different, and they might jump in maybe with one leg, give it a try, and then of course you have to work hard. I think the person who was hurt also has to explain. I think, say this is where I am coming from, so it will be very helpful for you to help me to get to that level where I can be 100%. Not for me to be able to view you from my past relationships, and you being an open book is really going to help me with that. And I think once you do that communication, then it's incumbent upon the person you're getting into a relationship with to to help you achieve that.
Why there are so many single men and single women now? Why?
Again, we live in the age of cell phones, and I've just discovered, in the last few years, that cell phones are, because you're on a cell phone, I think it's just by yourself, right? There's nobody else looking. I remember watching a video there's this judge used to do divorce court on TV.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, Judge Lean, I think. She was being interviewed by, no, not Judge Judy, Judge Lean. I think that was her name. So she was being interviewed by these two young men, and she was married for a long time. And then I think one of the guys asked her, how have you survived your marriage in this age of social media and all those things? And she was like, you know what, whenever I'm in social media or things like that, and people write to me, people admire her, things like that. Whenever I am typing something, I'm about to send something to anybody, whether it's a man or woman, I always imagine my husband is standing right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
That's her own personal accountability she has put there.
Okay.
You know, and I think that really caught my attention. And I'm like, if everybody would think just the way she has put it, you know, I think it helped a lot. But a lot of people are very comfortable. Oh, I'm just by myself. I can send whatever it is. Oh, somebody DMs. Oh, you're very cute. Oh, you're all smiley before you realize you're down a rabbit hole and things like that. So your cell phone, make it open. Don't delete anything.
They always delete it after having messages.
Yeah. And you know, WhatsApp now, you can tell when you deleted the messages.
They know.
You know, so that already there sells you out.
Thank you. I hope you have all your information that you needed. What is the last thing to tell women?
I think the last thing to say is just, you know, be open, have an open communication with your spouse. If you're looking to get into a relationship, just be an open book yourself, you know. And I think if you're looking to a relationship, if you're open, your spouse or whoever you're trying to get into a relationship with will likely be open with you as well. But if you come in here very closed, they'll be like, okay, who's this person? And they'll be closed as well. And right there, you know, you're starting off on a very bad note. So be open, make yourself your phone accessible. I promise you.
No secret.
It will solve a lot of problems.
No secret.
No secrets.
Thank you so much for my show. I'm happy to have you today. I hope you're going to subscribe to my channel. So you're going to watch this interview with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Next time. See you soon. Be blessed.
Thank you.